Everything that is outside is inside. Everything that is above is below. Between all things correspondence reigns. The wisdom encoded in the phrase, "as above so below," is little understood by the crowd. In this video, you will understand how this hermetic universal law contains a profound interpretation, far beyond what people think, and how to use this principle to create your life with intention. The principle of correspondence is a concept rooted in ancient teachings, particularly the Hermetic tradition. It highlights the idea that there is a fundamental interconnection between all things in the universe. Observed patterns and phenomena, in a realm of existence, are mirrored or reflected in another, creating a kind of harmony or balance between different levels of reality. What we observe in the macrocosm is reflected in the microcosm, and there is always a correspondence in the universe. Firstly, the ancient and medieval defenders of this law recognized a series of planes of reality as the physical, mental, and spiritual plane, differentiated by the variation in their vibration rates. The slower, gross, or dense plane is the physical, the world of matter. The faster or finer vibration is the spiritual. These planes interpenetrate each other, and according to the law of correspondence, a situation on one of the levels manifests itself on the other two. So, if you want to gain insights into your spiritual reality, you can examine your physical life, health, and wealth, for example. If you want to understand more deeply a health situation, you can look for insights in the spiritual plan, and then observe your dreams to get your guidance. Ancient and medieval philosophers believed that everything was connected, and something apparently unrelated to something else could influence it. It is like the butterfly effect. A small decision today can change the rest of your life. From a scientific point of view, we can find parallels of this principle in various theories and concepts. In physics, for example, Einstein's theory of relativity demonstrates that the great structure of the universe, the macrocosm, and the laws that govern particles and energies at the quantum level, the microcosm, are interconnected. In addition, the unified field theory seeks a single theoretical structure that can explain all the fundamental forces of nature, showing that the observed phenomenon on different scales are fundamentally linked. Philosophically, this law is central in many ancient spiritual traditions in Hermeticism, especially in the texts of the Corpus Hermeticum. It is given great importance to the idea that the microcosm reflects the macrocosm. This principle is also observed in Buddhism and Hinduism, where the individual self Atman is seen as a reflection of the self and universal Brahman. In biology, the idea of fractals in nature shows how complex patterns repeat on different scales, from the structure of a mollusk shell to the distribution of galaxies in the universe. These fractal patterns are an example of how structure and processes at one level can be reflected at all other levels. The way celestial bodies move and interact in the cosmos can be seen as analogous to the way atoms and particles behave at the quantum level. This interconnection suggests that there is a kind of unity or symmetry in the universe, with different scales of existence mirroring each other in profound ways. The way we perceive and interact with the world around us can influence the events and circumstances that unfold in our lives, echoing the broader principles of cause and effect seen in the cosmos. In contemporary times, The principle of correspondence continues to find resonance and application in various disciplines, ranging from psychology to spirituality and quantum physics. This ancient wisdom has been integrated into modern frameworks, enriching our understanding of the interconnected nature of reality. An area where correspondence is evident is in depth psychology. Depth psychology explores the deepest layers of the human psyche, recognizing the interconnection between our internal states and external experiences. Concepts such as synchronicity, popularized by the Swiss psychologist Carl Jung, emphasize the significant coincidences that occur between our thoughts, feelings, and external events. This perspective suggests that there is a connection between our internal psychological landscape and the external world, highlighting the interaction between the individual and the collective unconscious. In a similar way, correspondence is also present in spirituality, where it is often linked to the concept of interconnection. Spiritual traditions around the world recognize the inherent unity of all existence and emphasize the interconnectedness of all living beings. Practices such as meditation, prayer, and contemplation aim to deepen our awareness of this interconnectedness and foster a feeling of harmony with the cosmos. The principle of polarity is another fundamental concept, closely related to correspondence. This principle suggests that, within the universe, there are pairs of complementary opposites that are interconnected and interdependent. Instead of seeing these opposites as separate and conflicting, the principle of polarity invites us to know them as two sides of the same coin, each necessary for the existence of the other. In essence, the principle of polarity teaches us that light cannot exist without darkness, joy without sadness, or love without fear. These opposites are not independents, but part of a greater whole, in which one cannot be fully understood without the presence of the other. For example, we cannot fully appreciate the concept of hot without understanding cold, as they are defined in relation to their opposites. Embracing the principle of polarity can help us transcend dualistic thinking that tends to categorize things into rigid binaries of good or bad, right or wrong. Instead, it encourages us to see the interconnection and interdependence of seemingly opposing forces. By embracing both ends of the polarity spectrum, we gain a more holistic perspective on reality and can navigate life with greater balance and harmony. At the heart of the principle of correspondence is the deep understanding that all life forms, from the tiniest microorganisms to the vast expanses of celestial bodies, are interconnected in a great web of existence. This interconnection transcends individual boundaries and extends throughout the cosmos, weaving together the fabric of reality in intricate patterns. Consider the analogy of a spider web. Each thread is connected to all other threads, forming a resilient and delicate structure. In the same way, each living being is intrinsically connected to all other living beings, sharing the collective tapestry of life. This interconnection manifests itself in countless ways, from the exchange of nutrients between plants and animals, to the gravitational interactions between celestial bodies. When we recognize the interconnectedness of all life, we begin to see ourselves as isolated individuals, but as integral parts of a greater whole. Every thought we think, every action we take, has cascading effects that reverberate throughout the interconnected web of existence. This awareness fosters a deeper sense of reverence and respect for all living beings, as we come to understand that we are not separate from nature, but are an integral part of it. Although the principle of correspondence offers profound insights into the interconnected nature of reality, it is not free from challenges and misunderstandings. Understanding and navigating these obstacles is essential to effectively applying the principles of correspondence in our lives. A common misunderstanding regarding correspondence is the tendency to simplify it merely as the law of attraction, or a passive form of manifestation. Although there may be overlap between these concepts, the correspondence encompasses a broader understanding of the interconnectedness of all things, recognizing the complex web of relationships that shape our reality. Simply wanting something to happen, without understanding the deeper underlying patterns and dynamics, can lead to disappointment and frustration. Another challenge is overcome our own limitations and prejudices to fully embrace the principle of correspondence. In a world dominated by materialism and individualism, it can be challenging to change our perspective towards one that recognizes the interconnection of all life. A willingness to challenge our preconceived notions are essential to navigating this obstacle. Recognizing the intricate patterns of correspondence in our lives can serve as a powerful tool for personal growth and self-transformation. By understanding how the interconnection of all things influence our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we can consciously align our efforts with the flow of the universe to manifest our desires and fulfill our potential. One way to apply the correspondence to personal growth is by recognizing the patterns and synchronicities that mirror our internal states and external circumstances. When journaling or reflecting on our experiences, we can identify recurring themes or symbols that may offer insight into our subconscious desires or challenges. This enhanced awareness allows us to consciously work with these patterns to create positive changes in our lives. Practices such as meditation and visualization can also be powerful tools for harmonizing our internal states with our desired results. By calming the mind and tuning into the deeper rhythms of existence, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and clarity that allows us to manifest our intentions with greater ease. Visualizing our goals as already accomplished can help align our thoughts and emotions with the corresponding energies necessary to bring them into reality. Just as the principle of correspondence illuminates the interconnectedness of all things in the universe, it also sheds light on the dynamics of interpersonal relationships. By understanding and applying the principles of correspondence in our interaction with others, we can foster deeper connections, mutual understanding, and overall well-being. At the heart of correspondence in relationships is the emphasis on empathy, compassion, and self-reflection. By recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings, we understand that the thoughts, feelings and experiences of others are closely linked to ours. This awareness cultivates empathy, allowing us to truly understand and resonate with the joys and struggles of those around us. Effective communication is essential to applying the principles of correspondence in relationships. By actively listening to others, without judgment or interruption, we create space for understanding and connection to flourish. Empathic listening allows us to attune ourselves to the needs and perspectives of others, strengthening bonds of mutual trust and respect. Mastering the principle of correspondence in our everyday lives involves cultivating mindfulness, awareness, and intentionality in our thoughts, actions, and interactions. By aligning ourselves with interconnectedness of all things, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and purpose, creating positive outcomes, and deepening our connection to the universe. One of the key practices for mastering correspondence in everyday life is mindfulness. By bringing our attention to the present moment and observing our thoughts without judgment, we can cultivate a deeper awareness of the interconnected web of existence. Mindfulness allows us to recognize the subtle patterns and synchronicities that shape our reality, enabling us to respond to life's circumstances with clarity and wisdom. Journaling is another powerful tool for mastering correspondence in daily life. By writing your thoughts, experiences, and reflections in a diary, we can gain insights into the deeper patterns and dynamics at play in our lives. Journaling allows us to track our progress, identify recurring themes or challenges, and set intentions for personal growth and deeper transformation. Deepering into the principle of correspondence reveals a realm of advanced techniques and practices that offer profound insights and transformative experiences. These techniques, drawn from various spiritual traditions and metaphysical disciplines, serve as powerful tools for personal growth, self-discovery and spiritual evolution. One of this practice is the use of divinatory tools, such as tarot cards. These ancient systems are based on the principle of correspondence, with each archetypal symbol and celestial body reflecting universal patterns and energies. When consulting these tools, you can obtain a deeper insight into your unconscious mind, personality traits, and life path. Tarot reading offers guidance and clarity, and helps you navigate life's challenges and make informed decisions in alignment with your highest good. It is easy to feel that we are small in a large universe. We feel oppressed by the external scale of the physical and the challenges that the external world presents. But you are bigger than you think you are. The universe contains you, but you also contain the universe. There is much more under your control than you realize. Through the law of correspondence, the outside world reflects what is within you. Once you begin to heal and transform your mind and spirit, you will discover how the law of correspondence works to manifest that same healing energy in your external life. Best of all is that healing magic can impact others around you. When you project beautiful reflections into the universe, you make it a more wonderful place for everyone to share. In summary, the law of correspondence is a metaphysical principle that challenges the boundaries between the internal and external, the large and the small, the spiritual and the material, inviting for an integrated understanding of reality. It encourages us to see life and the universe as a continuous fabric of interconnections, where each part reflects and informs the whole.